I was the principal at Bishop Leurs High School for 18 years.
I was a graduate here in 1981.
I'm the mother of 4 alumni.
I went to high school here. My 4 brothers and sisters did.
I've had 5 children graduate from this school.
In this day and age, it is very difficult to raise children, especially teenagers. And at Bishop Leurs High School, we care about them, we love them, we serve their needs. We watch them grow to men and women who will go out and serve God and this world.
The mission of Bishop Leurs High School is to help students grow spiritually, academically, and socially. We feel that this capital campaign accomplishes all 3 areas of our mission. The Media Center, the chapel, and the Performing Arts Assembly Hall all speak to the academic part of our mission and the opportunities that students have there.
The current library is not really functional for large groups, to be working large groups of students, and so we often have to shift around to other rooms.
The computer system is not the best because we're always having problems.
Anybody who's ever been to Lures knows that we've needed new carpet in there for a very, very long time.
Right now when students come to the library, we can either have a class come down and work in the library, or we can have students come down that are doing research and working, but we're not able to do both.
We've got a lot of traction out of the facilities that we have, and it's time to expand them and modernize them.
In addition to the chapel, the library is the heart of a school. We have a lot of students here who don't have access to materials at home.
It's a much more active environment. It's not the old days to get a book out and be quiet. It should be a networking workspace, much like the modern offices today, and that's what I expect to see happening in there.
We have mobile furniture planned for that media center so that we can move that furniture around to accommodate a different setup for different purposes. So it becomes a multifunctional space that's going to be a lot more versatile than what we have.
Kids have to know how to access media, they have to be good writers, they have to be good researchers. Our librarian is an excellent resource, and I know that she wants to help them, and the things that she'll have in the new media center will facilitate that.
I generally have students waiting at the door for me in the morning, and I usually have to ask them to leave when I leave, sometimes at 5, so it's a very busy place.
What we have has been there for 50 years, so this allows us an opportunity to get a media center that'll take us through the next 50 years.
We are so doggone proud of our performing arts.
Our performing arts really sells our school in a lot of different ways. Our show choir programs, our plays, our band, our art programs, our visual arts.
We need a performing arts center because real estate in the school is always a hot commodity.
We use our cafeteria for rehearsal. I have a classroom, but my classroom is a classroom, and it's not large enough to house 60 teenagers.
We're talking about moving equipment across the building, down hallways, down ramps, through doors.
Literally anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour out of our practice time is setting up and tearing down.
It really causes our kids to have to stay later for practice, and really I think a future goal would be for us to have our kids out of here before 8 o'clock at night so they can go home and do the work they have to do. Right now it's 9 and 10 o'clock at night.
In order to keep attracting the best and the brightest, we have to offer the best facilities we can.
Finally, fine arts is going to have their own place.
This is going to be a great addition to Bishop Lures High School. When we look at the social part of our mission statement and even academic part of our mission statement, this provides us with a versatile space that can be multifunctional. We can bring an entire department of classes down for a guest speaker. We can have kids from classes come down and do plays rather than just being contained within the classroom.
We're going to extend the cafeteria and put it toward the parking lot, and it's going to be a great space for all of these kids who have wonderful talent.
The kids are dedicated, the performing arts staff works hard, long hours, and gets everything out of those kids that they can.
And maybe having their own place be called to reach beyond their normal limits, to perform better, to understand the science of the performing arts.
It goes beyond just a performance area. It is something that will help all the groups in this school to work together and keep that community spirit going.
Same windows that were here when I went to school.
They're brittle, they're old, it's drafty.
There's no insulation. The window upgrade is important in saving money.
There aren't words to say how much money we spent on heat and air because our windows were single paned.
I have old windows in my classroom. They have a tendency to rattle. It gets a little cold.
We had a campus minister that retired recently. No jokes, she used to keep the food for her religious retreats in my office. It was that cold.
The windows that we currently have that have not been renovated so far are from the original building in the 1950s, and they're all single pane, so we're losing a lot of energy out of those windows. To be able to redo those windows, bring in the double pane, make them more energy efficient, is good stewardship of our building. It's going to make more effective use of the money that we're spending to upkeep our school.
Those things that we do to the outside of our building say we're here to stay and we're investing in the future of the students.
And I've always thought of religion and our faith as being central to our mission here. So I think it's appropriate that there be more focus, and I think the chapel does that.
Of all the things that we are doing in our new capital campaign, I'm the most excited about the new chapel. We have a chapel here at Bishop Leurs High School, but it's small.
There's not enough ventilation.
Dark.
It's not conducive truly for holding a mass.
The carpeting needs replaced. The ceiling tiles have some watermarks on them.
I think the chapel is really important because it needs to be the focal point of our Catholic identity. It needs to be what people see and identify with when they come in the building.
As a Catholic high school, it's going to be vitally important for us to show who we are the minute you walk in the door.
We're going to move our library back a little bit and put the media center behind the chapel.
This will enlarge our chapel to be able to fit an entire grade level. We can have grade level masses. We'll still have all school masses in the gym once a month, but this expands the opportunities for students to celebrate the Mass. This allows for class masses. It allows for staff masses, team masses. We can bring alumni and donors in. This expands the opportunities for our retreats. Right now our retreats are held in the wrestling room, which is not a very holy looking place, but to be able to bring them into the chapel and to hold a retreat, to be able to feel like they're in a church and to know that they're there to grow their faith and to become closer with Jesus Christ is a neat thing.
There will be kneelers, there will be stations of the cross, the focal point will be the altar, the tabernacle. It's just going to make liturgy more beautiful.
Hopefully will engender a deeper faith among the students and the faculty administration of our school here.
Once a night, always a night. I'm reminded of a school secretary who, when she retired, had a little knight tattooed onto her.
Do you want to see it? Being a knight means that you've taken with you every opportunity that Lures has afforded you the rest of your life.
If you have gone to Bishop Lures, you have a connection with everybody else who's gone to Bishop Lures.
And they'll always will carry that spirit of determination, that spirit of faith, that spirit of we can get it done attitude.
That whether you're here 1 year, 2 years, or you've graduated from here, that if you went to school here, you are part of our family.
It means family. The family, the friends.
It's a family.
It definitely is a family atmosphere.
Knowing that if there's something going on, you have a family there that's going to be supporting you.
There is something amazingly special about this school.
You just take this place with you.
Think back to what Lures offered you. Think back to what it's given you in your adult life.
No donation is too small.
I think if you feel strongly about Bishop Lures, you've got to keep improving the facility.
It's still a responsibility to keep this school going because this is a basis of where you came from.
Everyone deserves the best education that they can have, and I really do believe that they find that here at Bishop Lures High School.
Scripture tells us to them that much is given, much is expected. And we believe in this school, and we're all about paying back.
It's not like a public high school where you need a new facilities, you use tax dollars. We don't depend on tax dollars for sustaining. We depend on you.
I want to thank you for everything that you've done for Bishop Leurs High School. Your support has made a huge difference in the lives of these students here. Your donations have made a difference in their academic life, their extracurricular activities, their spiritual growth. Everything that you've done to support Bishop Leurs is greatly appreciated. A one-time gift to the Capital Campaign is greatly appreciated, but a gift of a pledge over time increases what we can do.
One of the things that I always tell students is to see Christ in others and be Christ to others. And I hope that people who are on the fence can look at what we have going on at Bishop Leurs, the strong tradition of Catholic education, and our students, and can see Christ in them and can be Christ to them.
Thank you sincerely to everyone who has given to Bishop Leurs in any capacity in the past, and thank you sincerely to those who will give to this capital campaign. It's a very worthwhile endeavor.